My sister banned me from her wedding for not losing weight, so I ruined her big day. I never thought my own sister would turn into the kind of bride you hear about in horror stories. But the moment she got engaged, something changed. One day she was my fun, goofy older sister Liz. The next? She was Bridezilla, queen of chaos and cruelty. It all started with the bridesmaid dresses. Liz sent us a group chat with her vision board for the wedding, flowing blush pink gowns, matching shoes, perfectly curled hair, and, here's the kicker, a strict fitness guideline. In her words, we were expected to present a unified aesthetic. Translation: we had to lose weight. Specifically, I had to lose weight. She sent me a private message later that night. Hey, just a heads up, the dress I picked is super flattering, but it really only works if you're around 130 to 135 pounds. You're still invited of course, but if you're not able to get there by the wedding, it might be better if you just attend as a guest. No hard feelings. I stared at the message for a long time. I wasn't huge. Yes, I'd gained about 15 pounds over the pandemic. But to be told I wasn't fit for her wedding party because of a number on a scale? That was just the beginning. As the months went on, she turned into a tyrant. She dictated what we could eat at bridal showers. She made the maid of honor cry because her hair trial wasn't voluminous enough. She forced one bridesmaid to dye her hair because no one else can have blonde highlights but me. It was like watching a dictator build her perfect Barbie army. And I was done. I quietly dropped out of the bridal party. Told her I'd just be a guest, since that's apparently all I was good for. But inside, I was furious. This was supposed to be about love and joy, and she turned it into a toxic fashion show. That's when I got an idea. A petty idea. A gloriously chaotic idea. Liz had one rule above all: nobody upstages the bride. She repeated it constantly, like a mantra. So I decided to give her exactly what she didn't want. I reached out to my cousin Mallory, who's a professional stylist. We came up with a dress plan, not white, of course, but something jaw-dropping. Deep emerald silk. Tailored to perfection. Elegant, dramatic, and impossible to ignore. The day of the wedding arrived. I walked into the venue and felt all eyes turn to me. Not in a scandalous way, but in a who is that way. People literally gasped. Even Liz's future in-laws complimented me before the ceremony began. And Liz? She looked like she was about to explode. She pulled me aside before walking down the aisle. "What the hell are you wearing?" she hissed. "You're trying to ruin my wedding." "It's just a dress," I said sweetly. "You said I wasn't good enough to be a bridesmaid. I figured I'd just be a beautiful guest instead." She was shaking with rage, but she had no choice. The music started. She had to go. The ceremony went smoothly, until the reception. That's when it really hit the fan. People kept coming up to me, complimenting my look. Telling me I should have been maid of honor. Asking me if I was a model. At one point, the photographer actually asked me to pose with the groomsmen. Liz snapped. In the middle of her own wedding reception, she grabbed the mic and made an announcement. "I just want to say, this night is about me. So if anyone came here to get attention, maybe you should leave." Dead. Silence. Guests stared at each other. Someone awkwardly clapped. I just sipped my champagne and smiled. But the night didn't end there. Her now husband, who had been drinking heavily, leaned over to me at one point and muttered, "Honestly, you dodged a bullet not being in the wedding party. She made us do 3 pre-wedding photo shoots. I had to hold a llama." Later, he accidentally spilled champagne all over Liz's second wedding dress. She screamed. He laughed. And in front of everyone, she slapped the glass out of his hand and stormed off in tears. The party died after that. They're still married. But last I heard, they're doing individual therapy. She also hasn't spoken to me since the wedding, and I'm honestly okay with that. Do I feel guilty for outshining the bride? A little. But do I feel guilty for standing up for myself after she body shamed me and treated everyone like disposable props? Not even a little. Let's just say, if you're going to turn your wedding into a battleground, don't be surprised when someone else brings armor.